Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we're going to take a look at something that's very awesome. This is the Mattel Creation exclusive Horde Trooper for the Masterverse line. This looks amazing. The packaging is absolutely just stunning. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at that beautiful packaging. We're going to be taking a look at the figure, the articulation, the overall aesthetics, and it's just going to be amazing. So join me in this video and let's get started. As you can see here in front of you, you can see a sneak peek of that packaging. Now your packaging here comes in a brown box with no writing, just a bunch of numbers and barcodes. You technically don't know what it is unless you didn't, if you didn't order it, you would know, but there's no name or anything. It's just a bunch of numbers. But took it out of the box. Look how beautiful this image right here is. It looks stunning. Here we go. I'm going to take some extra time here at the packaging just because the artwork on here is such a worth looking at. Look at this amazing battle scene here at the bottom. We have the guards versus the Horde troopers, the vehicles flying in the air. Very, very nice. Overall, a beautiful, beautiful packaging. Look at that. That is so cool. Now what's really cool about this packaging, kind of wraps around and continues. We have the Mattel creations there at the top. And we have the Wind Raiders here. Very nice. Look at this. We definitely need some Masterverse versions of the Royal Guards so we can army build those. That is a very, very cool how that wraps around the box. That is beautiful. And then of course this pretty much is the same scenario. Kind of wraps around the other side. That's very, very nice. Look at that axe. These guys are crazy. Look how many they are. Wow. That's just insane. Beautiful packaging. Now, if you're ever wondering if these guys are robots or if they're some kind of inhumanoids or something like that, we kind of have our answer with this artwork here on the back and this figure. At the top of the Master Universe New Eternia, original designs inspired by classic concepts. Beautiful artwork of the planet and the space and the skies behind the Horde Trooper here. You can see this design of the character. It's an unnamed character. A couple troopers in the back. Some of the weapons you get. Very nice. Very nice box. Very, very cool. Do like that. And as you can see here, this is basically, there's no tape or anything. You can open it up from the side. Got a little bit of description inside there. Pretty nicely done. So you can take them out, put them back in without damaging your packaging. So here's kind of a description on the inside about the Horde Trooper. You can pause and read that, you can. As you kind of look at the top of it, pretty cool with the flap. As we come down inside here, you can see the amazing Horde symbol here inside the flap. Looks very nice. New Eternia. And then over here we do have the artwork again. Very cool. This is basically just like a slip cover that you kind of pull off, revealing the trooper. Pretty decent. Now I'll try to show you the inside insert here without trying to damage it. So it does wrap around. It's pretty much the same thing we've seen on the front of the box, but you definitely probably put this in a frame if you really like the artwork like I do. Definitely be super cool. Now on the inside of that insert, you got this. It's like Horde Palace or something. This is insane. Beautiful artwork. Horde Trooper helmet. Very, very cool. Loving the vehicles. Looks amazing, guys. Now as you remove that cover that covers up the trooper, here's a first look at him. Very, very nice. I thought he'd be bigger. The way they market him, I thought it'd be a bigger figure, but he's pretty cool. There's a little box that he's standing on. Pretty decent. His sword, his staff's behind him. Looks amazing. Alright, here he is outside the packaging, and I'm going to say he looks fantastic. Let's take a look at him, starting with that overall helmet sculpt there. That looks pretty cool. So here's the upper body, here's the helmet. We do have that black around that visor. Is a yellow translucent plastic that definitely will show you some light. I will show you that here in a bit when we reveal the actual head sculpt of the humanoid character. So, but first of all, let's just take a look at what we're getting outside the box. Here is the top of it. That helmet looks pretty sweet. We get the Horde symbol here across his chest. Kind of like a, flat red plastic. It's kind of has like a metallic looking color to it, like a gunmetal with some heavy, darker gray metallic paint. It's really hard to. There's a bunch going on here, like the darker grays. The strip is black, more like it's not a shell shading. It's more like a I don't know, some wear, I guess. Pretty cool. We had the vents, so we have some detailing here. Very, very nice. Here's the arms. The sculpt looks good. Nice sculpt on the arms. The back here is the hand. Pretty nice. And the other arm. Pretty decent. And here's the back. Got 2 ports here. Probably put his weapons on. Some line work here. There's a massive shoulder pauldrons. Got this kind of rib suit here at the stomach area. Pretty decent. The back side of the character, we have these type of cylinders on the sides of the character. There's the back of the legs. You can see the joints. The black here. Pretty decent. Now for the lower level of your Horde Trooper, we kind of have this belt with this little flap on it, this little gold piece here. This is flexible. It's not too bad. It doesn't go too far. Then we have the armor on the front with the knee pads. And then like how this is sculpted. This is pretty nice. Around the feet. That's pretty cool. And if you talk about feet, these are some big feet. Look at this tread. Oh, look at this. They got like the Horde symbol, or like a bat symbol, right there in the tread of the feet. That's super dope. That's I'm talking about detail. That's pretty cool. They have a little holes here for pegs. Very, very nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation of the helmet. It kind of just spins on that cylinder, kind of like a knob on your stereo. Nothing back and forth, side to side. But you guys ready for the big reveal? Here we go. Oh, his head is backwards. Well, before we do that, you can see the light that kind of goes through there. There's my finger in there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's going for like almost like a light piping type area, but and once you put that on, it gets pretty dark. That's pretty cool. All right, back to this. Here we have the head. Here's the back of his head, his ears, and there he is. Some white fang teeth, white eyes, some big like orc or elf ears, depending on what kind of species this is. There's some red translucent plastic inside there. Not sure why they went that far down in there, but that's pretty cool. So for the articulation of that, he can go back and forth, side to side, all the way around. Oh, rubs his nose across the back of there. so there's really no articulation up here in this upper armor. For the arms, we can. This is a big figure, guys. This is a, so he can put his hands out, get your T pose there, which is pretty cool. These can rotate, but again, the sculpt is going to get in your way. There's a ball joint there. They can go, in and out, but again, this is here. But the joints are there. We have the bicep cut. We have the elbow, which looks to be a single jointed elbow. Yeah, but the range is not good because you have this piece up against the armor there. I guess that's where you kind of pay for the sculpting versus the articulation. That's about it. It's not even 90. Now the hands are in the in and out version on this one. They do rotate 360 all the way around. Nothing in the fingers. This one here, same. So the arms are the same. For the waist, we have a swivel right back and forth, and then we have this side to side, and then that rotation at the body. There you go. So yeah, that's pretty good. Just have to put his arms down if I knock the camera over. Got a big boy. See here. Finding out the articulation here. Okay. So yeah, you can get down, back. Okay, for the lower legs, remember we have this on here. So getting that's about it for the splits there. Looks to be some type of drop down hip maybe. Oh yeah, there's definitely a drop down hips there. Kind of pretty low. So I can, but that can help us enhance our spread. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's see if I can get the other one. Gotta kind of hold it down here because it wants to go back into its natural position. So it definitely increased its range of split. If you want to have your Horde Trooper do a split, you can see how far there's drop down, and then you pop them back up in like so, and they function very well. There's a swivel here at the thigh. We do have double joint knees, but I'm not sure what we'll be able to do with them because of the armor. But you can see the double joint there. That's pretty cool. I like these knee pads. Nice, goes pops right back in. Nothing here. Down in the feet, there's a up and back. There's a joint up inside there, and then it's kind of like a rotation there. And again, it's going to hit the side here, so it's very, the range is kind of limited, but I mean, they had good intentions on getting this figure, and the articulation's there, but the sculpt fights it. So this is a very nice figure. Very, very cool. These are a Mattel Creations exclusive. Now, here's the cons of this figure. You only get to order 3 at your limit. I got 2 myself to have a pair. 3, you could have done that 2 troopers in the back look, and then one helmeted version in the front, kind of like a general, whatever you want to use you for. But I only got the 2 for now. I wanted to see what they were like before I dumped $100 in a couple characters. So I wasn't totally sure how it was going to turn out, but I probably will go back maybe and get another one. I'm not sure, but having a pair for one on each side of Horde, having these as an exclusive is really a pain, especially if you want more than 3. If you want a squad of 6, 12, 10, 20, whatever you want, you're going to have a hard time getting these, and it's going to be pretty pricey at $33 a figure. I got 3 figures from them. I actually got 2 of these, and I got my Snout Spout finally in Burtown. I got that. I've been wanting that for a while, and it was like $6.95 shipping, so it wasn't bad, and then the box was pretty heavy. So alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got for accessories for our Horde Trooper. Alright, first up we have his staff. Pretty cool. Kind of has like his bat dragon design. It's like glossy plastic. Definitely can see this is like Mode 2 design with these kind of right here. Handle. All sculpting on this thing. It's not as big, as about tall as it is from the floor as I would hope it was going to be. But It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be because it looked kind of small in the pictures. But it looks pretty cool. These hands are pretty tight. That makes me wonder about plastic stressing. Yeah. So let me go ahead and take a pause here and see if I can get that in his hand. Alright, that's definitely something you don't want to do a whole lot because that's pretty tight. And I must say, if you get it down to the handle level here, it's not a great fit. It wants to keep kicking out the bottom. So, I should really, well, maybe if you mash it in there. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, now he's holding it pretty tight. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This looks, you know, quite small for the figure, in my opinion at least. Now for the accessory that I like the most here, which is this sword. I love its design. This thing is huge. I like how that blade is designed. There's the pommel, got Horde on it, if you can see that with the wings. Black handle and a nice base here. Looks pretty good. I'm hoping that, first of all, I don't see a pig on this. So I'm not sure what the back, two pigs on his back for. I thought maybe you could, you know, pig it on his back or something, but maybe not. The hands are definitely the same, and definitely going to worry me about putting these in his hands without stressing the plastic too much. I recommend doing that a whole lot if you want to keep your your figures nice. You gotta really get that in the groove. He'll hold it tight if you get it down inside there. So that looks pretty cool. Again, now probably should have the up and down joint in this instead of the in and out. That way you can get that a little closer because it would make up for that elbow range. But that's how you hold that sword. That's pretty cool. Now for the box, the contents of the Horde Trooper, the 4-star Horde Masterverse. Down the sides. What do we got here? So there's one of these alternate shoulder pads. Let's see what we got inside here. Just cardboard. Check that aside. Paper. This might be for the fold on his back. There it is. Now what could this be? Not sure. Got two little round pegs there. It's very small compared to like most of that. Alright, so this I guess is for the back. Maybe this little slit here can actually where he holds a weapon. Getting that in there is quite challenging. It kind of, oh there you go. It's just nice snug fit. Pretty cool. Not sure what's going to fit in there, the sword or the overall staff. Let me go ahead and get those out of his hand safely. Okay, yeah, you can snap in his staff, and it kind of sits with this little ring piece at the top there. So that looks pretty cool. I'll give you a better look here in a second. Just trying to show you how that how it fit inside there, and it kind of goes up over his head. I'm going to show you the back first here. So grab that camera, kind of how that looks, and then we can spin him around, and we can see how it looks on the front. That's pretty cool. And here is the back with the sword attached, so you can't put the sword in there. And that's kind of how that looks. I'll give you a better look here in a second. If you wanted to do that, it's too bad you can't put them both on his back. But I guess one, you can hold one, carry the other. But that's pretty cool. And let's take a look at what the sword looks like while he's, you know, looking at us. You really can't see much there. But you can see that little ball like popping out over top of his head back there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, not a bad figure. Not a bad figure at all. Alright, so in closing, I think he's amazing. He looks good. Now, let's talk about pros and cons. Availability is one of the cons. You can get 3 on MattelCollector.com, and that's it. If that opens up one day, or if you have some other ways of getting it, which I don't want to talk about. Oh, look at this. Just messing with this, and I found that there's articulation in this. That's pretty cool, right? Look at that. I almost missed it. I thought it was a solid piece. Goes all the way down. Yeah, availability on this is going to be limited. If you want to get more than 3, you're going to have to work some kind of magic. Get your friends, get you some, your parents, whatever. $33 a figure, not bad. I mean, you're talking Masterverse prices. If you do click other brands, most Masterverse figures are around $22-25 in the store. So exclusive, this $33, not bad. Especially that beautiful box and the overall design of this figure is pretty cool. Limited articulation because of the sculpt. It's not a bad thing. It's a give and take in the action figure, I guess, genre, the way they're made. It's just sometimes it happens because of the bulkiness. So you're going to lose range when you have a bulky figure, which you have here. The hands are very tight. You might get some stress, whereas here, over time, on your sword, on your staff, be very careful. That's the way we put that in. You got to pop it in the fingers and then kind of mash it into the rest of the 4 fingers, and it kind of holds it pretty snugly. And that's kind of how that works. But you know, pros, it's a decent price for what you're getting. It's a nice figure. We have a unmasked character under that dome. The paint is beautiful. He feels hefty. He feels like he's a good quality. I'm very happy with the overall quality I got and the price I paid for it for $33. Looks very good. I'm glad I got 2. I was going to get 1. I was going to get 3, and I kind of just pulled the trigger on 2. Kind of give me a happy medium, a pair of these, and then let's see where that goes for me in the future. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. You guys, do you like this figure? This is definitely an ultimate review here on Boss Guys Reviews. I mean, if you're going to buy all 3, 2, 1, whatever it is, if you're going to work your magic and get more, and what you think. So hope you guys like this review. If you did, do me a big favor and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps me out. This is something I love to do, and I want to continue doing it. Hope you guys will like it. Thanks so much in advance, and we'll see you guys in our next review.